Hey y'all, it's been a long time since I have made a vlog, I think around 2 weeks. And so I thought I would jump on here today and kind of catch you up with some things that we've had going on. We are busy with school and all of our extracurricular activities, and you hear the puppy crying because the girls are out back painting the rocks, the big boulders that were left behind with our pool excavation. And I had promised them that I would let them get out and paint those. And with this hurricane that's coming in, we are expected to get... So, as I was saying, the girls are out. You can hear the puppy going crazy because she sees them out. Hold on one second. Sorry guys, you probably heard the kids. They're outside painting those rocks, and I wanted them to get to that before this rain came in because we're expected to be getting rain from the hurricane that's headed this way. So they're out enjoying that. I'm cleaning up supper dishes. We had loaded baked potato soup for supper, and so I'm fixing my husband's plate, and I'm going to stick it in the microwave so that when he gets off from work he can have that. So let me walk over here. I will take you outside with me in just a few minutes and let you see what the girls are working on. But I haven't done a menu plan Monday in a while because we've just been so busy. And I know if you've watched my channel for a little while, you know that we homeschool. And I know that a lot of homeschoolers really love all the activities, and we're involved in a lot of activities too. I'm thinking maybe too many, and we're probably going to have to take a look at our schedule next semester because we like to be at home. My kids like to be at home. I like to be at home. When I'm not home often, then I feel like my housework gets out of control. And so I'm somewhat at that point right now. We had a big birthday. Mia turned 10. So her birthday was last week. And she wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory and Build-A-Bear. And my husband couldn't get off from work on her real birthday, so he took off the day before. And we took her to Build-A-Bear and Cheesecake Factory for her birthday. And then Saturday, we had her birthday celebration, which was lots of fun. But I spent all week, we took fall break last week, and I spent all week cleaning house and getting ready for the party that we had here, because we had our actual birthday party here at our house on Saturday. And then our grandchildren spent the night, so we had them into Sunday. So we just had a super busy, crazy week. We had a music program that I organized. A dear friend of mine is a very accomplished pianist and composer. And so she was gracious enough to come and do a program last week for our local homeschool kids. And she gave them a copy of one of her CDs, which Mia has just listened to and listened to and listened to because she is just phenomenally talented. So we enjoyed that. But that was an activity that we had last week. And then we had bowling league on Friday. And then, of course, our party on Saturday, church on Sunday. Then Monday night, we had ensemble, so we had to do that on top of school. And then today, I had to run to the library to get organized because I'm actually teaching a homeschool art class on Thursday. So I had to go and make sure. We just live literally just a couple of blocks from the library, so it's not far. But we had to get school done. Then I had to run there, make sure that we had everything that we needed for the class. And so I've been working on that. And so that was the reason why we had crock pot loaded potato soup, which my kids love it. So that was a treat for them. So I have just been really busy. This week is busy. Like I said, we had ensemble Monday. We didn't have anything today other than I had to go to the library. Then tomorrow we have music lessons. And I need to go get some paint, acrylic paint for the art class. And then Thursday, we have the art class. Then Friday, we have co-op. Then Saturday morning, my LACES service project group is cleaning out a room for the community to use in the library. And then, of course, Sunday's church. So it's just boom, 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 boom. So I have not really had time to do much anything other than get the house cleaned up really, really well. And then basics. Today I changed the sheets on the bed and did lots of laundry, probably 6 loads of laundry, and have that put away. So I'm feeling like I'm not really able to take much of a breath, and I don't like that. And the kids are asking, do we have to go anywhere today? Do we have to go anywhere today? Because my kids love to play. And if you've seen any of my previous vlogs where I share my thoughts on play and why I think that's essential and important in childhood, and why I think today kids don't really have time to play anymore, and why I don't think that's a good thing. So it's important for them because it's always been such a huge part of their day and their life, is to have free time to actually play and be creative and express themselves. And while I'm talking to you guys, I'm cleaning up the kitchen. So that's why you see me moving all around. So they're expressing to me that they want to be home a little bit more. So we're probably going to have to look at our schedule. We even missed our monthly tea. I just couldn't fit it in our schedule because we have so much going on, and that never happens. So I'm going to have to sit down and take a long, hard look at our schedule and see what we want to keep, maybe what we want to revamp, and maybe how we want to change some things up. So that's what's been going on with me and why you haven't seen me for a little while here. We're still in the middle of homeschool. Like I said, that's going great. We're in the middle of reading. Mia is reading the Borrowers series right now. We're reading George Washington as a read aloud. We're still in the Little House series as a read aloud. We have, we're listening to This Country of Ours on LibriVox, which is free. So if you haven't taken advantage of LibriVox, you might want to, in your homeschool family or just a family that likes audiobooks, you might want to take a glimpse at that because it has a lot of titles that are in the public domain. It's free and you can listen to that. So we're doing that. Mathen's reading a book that is local to where we live. I don't want to share that particular title, but it's based on events that happened near our community and about an hour and a half away. And when I was a young child, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. The book is based on the Bell Witch of Tennessee. He finished up The Witch of Blackbird Pond, which was based on the Salem witch trials, around the time period of the Salem witch trials. And so he read that book. And then when we were in the library, the new librarian wanted him to read The Bell Witch that occurred locally here where we live. The events supposedly took place locally, or somewhat locally. And I agreed it was a book that they don't let go into circulation much because they don't want it lost. It's a really old book that was written a long time ago. And the reason why I wanted him to read it is because he's 15 and in the 9th grade, and he's always been homeschooled. But I went to public school, and I had a history teacher when I was in, I think he was 5th grade, our 5th grade history teacher, I think, at the time, 5th or 6th grade. I can't remember. He's deceased now. But he actually, and if, you know, I can't imagine a teacher doing this today. I really can't imagine a teacher doing it when he did it, but I guess back then you could get away with a lot more as a teacher. And he would take his, 6th grade students, because that was like the year, 5th or 6th grade, the year that you graduated from elementary school, and that's changed. So I can't remember if it was 5th or 6th grade back then. But anyway, he took them, he took the group to camp to spend the night at the actual Bell Witch Cave. And of course, he would tell the ghost story about that all the time. So I didn't attend that. I was scared of that kind of thing. But I wanted my 15-year-old to read it because I wanted him to read the story so that we could discuss it, so we could discuss more about the Salem witch trials, and also because I wanted to know what his opinion was about our teacher at the time taking his students overnight to spend the night at the Bell Witch Cave. So he's not done with the book. It's just a little fascinating piece of Tennessee history that people from this area, and it's open to the public, and you can visit there. We don't have any intentions of visiting there, but I don't know, it was just kind of strange, I guess, that he did that even back then, and it was just accepted by the parents that I guess thought that was a good idea for him to do that. So he's reading that, and I think I said Mia was reading The Borrowers. She's reading that book. And then I have some other read aloud books, but we haven't started them yet. And of course, Molly, you know, we read aloud children's books all the time on a regular basis to her. So that's what we're doing with our reading, but we're trucking right along with homeschool. Excited that we have the new librarian who is allowing us to do all these programs at our local library. That's been great. Not because in the past, excuse me, in the past we've had to travel really a long way to do any type of extracurricular library programs, at least 35 minutes away. So it's been refreshing not to have to go so far and to be able to bring some activities to our local community. So I just wanted to jump on here and tell everyone that I'm not gone. I'm here. Like I said, I've just been super, super busy. Oh, I hear a little one coming in. So they're trying to beat dark 30 outside to get their rocks painted. And I'm going to take you out and show you guys what that looks like. I think the flu has already started in our area. So last year, I'm labeling a bag in case you wonder what I'm doing. I'm going to put some of these chili beans that I made for the birthday party in the freezer because I don't want them to go bad. And we've eaten off of them a couple of days and we're just done. But anyway, I didn't want you guys to think that I had gone. That's what I've been working on. The birthday party was great. She had 101 Dalmatians theme. I'm going to share some photos in this vlog. I forgot to make pictures of the food, which I usually always do. We had a a bone-shaped cheese ball. She loves cheese balls. And every birthday that she has, she always requests a cheese ball. So she and I made it into the shape of a dog bone, and it was really cute. We made dog bone sandwiches, and then of course we had hot dogs, and then I made some chili beans to go with that, and then we had chips and dip and a veggie tray with dip as well. So, and then of course cake and ice cream. So that's what we had for that, and she had a great time. We started just having, I'm looking for a napkin. We started just having family parties a good while back. We have some really, really close friends that we consider family, and they come. But other than that, we just keep it simple and private and just with our immediate family because we have a large family, so that makes a big party. The one really close family friend that we have has a daughter, my birthday girl's age, so that works out well. And she also has a daughter that's my younger son's age. So they come and have for probably about 10 years now. So we just had a little intimate birthday party. I shouldn't say little. I guess we had about 10 people here and had a good time. But it was a long week end of festivities for her birthday party. So I'm trying to catch up housework, and we took a break from school because we were on fall break. So this week has just been getting back in the saddle. But my menu plan has just kind of been loose this week. I don't really know what I am. I don't really have much of a plan. I'm just swinging it. I'm going by ear, planning what we're having. Tonight we had loaded baked potato soup. Last night we had hamburgers and some of the leftover chili beans. And then tomorrow I've got some chicken that I need to cook, so I think I'm going to make chicken tenders and oven roasted potatoes and salad. That'll be Wednesday. Thursday I'm going to pull out one of my freezer meals, the crock pot cream cheese chicken chili. We're going to have that. And then I have some naan bread in the freezer for Friday, and we'll be busy with co-op, so I think I'm just going to do flatbread pizzas for Friday. And then I have another freezer meal, which is my husband's delight casserole, and I pulled that out to thaw. We're probably going to have that on Saturday. And then, so that kind of carries us through this week. So there you go. There's my menu plan that I wasn't planning on doing for the week. So I'm running out of space on my phone because that's what I'm filming on. So I'm going to cut you guys off, take you out with me in just a second, and let you see what the girls are painting. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. I'm running out. So I'm going to cut you off, take you out, give you a glimpse of what the girls are working on, and then I'm going to show you the kitty cats. Remember, we're still fostering those sweet little kitties, and they're getting big, and I wanted to give you a glimpse of those. When I was attempting to multitask and failing miserably, I was saying that the flu has already hit our area. Last year, I had the flu for 14 days. It was like literally the sickest I have been in since I had mono when I was 16. And I was sick with that and on homebound for like 3 months. I was desperately ill when I had that. So this year, I have made it a mission to try and get my freezer stocked up before flu season happens. So with that being said, I have not had much time to work on getting freezer meals prepared because of our busy schedule. So I think during the break that I've taken from you guys, I've gotten blueberry coconut baked oatmeal in the freezer and mini chocolate chip breakfast muffins, which someone had requested that I do a vlog on that, and I will at some point. I just didn't have time when I made this particular batch, but it's a great recipe and something my kids absolutely love, so I will get that done at some point in the near future. So that's what I really want to try to work on, is getting my freezer stocked up before flu season gets into full swing here. My elderberry syrup is made. It's in the fridge. I have a vlog on how I prepared the elderberry syrup. We take that as a preventative measure, and then if we get sick, we take it for medicinal purposes as well. So trying to get prepared on that front too.
Go, missing one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mia. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Now what am I feeling? Is that too loud? Now see if you can tell what's happening.
Can you tell?
What do you think was happening there at the end?
So these are the big rocks you guys are painting. That's pretty. You have a lot of rocks. But I think it's going to rain. It's probably going to get dark before it rains. So you can just save your paint and do it another day if you don't finish. It's looking good. You have a lot of rocks left to do. And here's our baby kittens. Ooh, they're getting so big. And my kiddos are getting super attached to these kittens. So when they have to go back for adoption, I don't know how well that's going to go. So we're trying to find friends and family members to adopt these sweet little babies out. And guys, these kittens are so spoiled. We have dogs, and we've always pretty much had dogs. So I haven't had a cat in years and years. But these little kittens, when we come in, this is what they do. And when we sit down, they climb up in our laps, and they like being held like a baby. My girls have swaddled these kittens like little bitty babies. And so they will climb up in your lap and curl up on their back and let you rock them like a baby. It's like the craziest thing I've ever seen. But they're so cute. I'm like, look at those little faces. Like, how could you not adopt one of those? They are like the cutest things ever. So, even though I say I'm not a cat person, they have definitely turned me into a cat person. And Mama Kitty here, she had an abscess on her face just a few days after we got her. So, I had to drain the abscess. It burst. Drain the abscess. Give her antibiotics twice a day for 5 days. And she's much better, and she's sweet too. And get her all back in tip-top shape. And the kittens are growing and getting rowdy and getting into stuff. And we take them back to the shelter November the 1st. So that's an update on our kitty cats.